She's watching, not because she cares, but because she's curious. Curious if you'll fall apart, if she had that kind of grip on your soul, if her silence, her absence, her cold detachment was enough to shatter you. And right now, she's checking your page, seeing if you've posted something pathetic. She's talking to her friends, waiting to hear you're still stuck on her. She wants confirmation that she still owns a part of your mind. She's not mourning you. She's measuring your breakdown. And you're giving her what she wants, sitting in that room, scrolling through old photos, replaying every moment, wondering what you did wrong, asking yourself why you weren't enough. But let me ask you something. When did you decide that your worth depended on her attention? When did you forget who the hell you are? This isn't just about heartbreak. This is about control. This is about power. She broke it off, not just to leave, but to see if she could break you, to see if you'd spiral, lose focus, beg. And that's where most men fail. They turn pain into pity. They let rejection gut their identity. They fall apart, and she watches from a distance, entertained. But you're not most men. That heartbreak, it wasn't destruction. It was a damn wake-up call, a slap from the universe saying, you've been too soft, too distracted, too emotionally exposed. It's time to shift. You don't chase what walks away. You don't negotiate your value. And you damn sure don't break for someone who thought they could play God with your feelings. Now listen close. You want to win. You want her to regret ever leaving. Then don't give her the satisfaction. Go cold. Go silent. Go to work. Not to get her back, but to become untouchable. Let this pain harden your core. Let it fuel your discipline. You rise, not for revenge, but because nothing is more dangerous than a man who turns heartbreak into power. This video isn't therapy, it's war strategy. We're going to break this down step by step. How to stop bleeding for someone who's not looking. How to become emotionally untouchable. How to evolve into the version of you she'll never get access to again. If you're done being the victim, if you're done feeling sorry for yourself, and you're ready to rise from the ashes like you were built to, then hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I release what I cannot control. Number 1. Emotional chaos is her playground. Let me tell you something most men never figure out. The second you start reacting, she starts winning. When you explode, when you chase, when you cry over texts that go unanswered, you're stepping right into her arena. Emotional chaos is where she thrives. That's her domain. And the more tangled you get in your own feelings, the more she gets to sit back and say, I still have him. Because in her mind, your breakdown means validation. Every emotional outburst confirms her influence. Every moment you can't control yourself is proof she still owns space in your head. You think you're showing love? She sees weakness. You think your pain proves how much she mattered? She sees control. Here's the harsh truth. The woman who left you, who ghosted you, who replaced you overnight, she doesn't feel bad. She feels powerful because she still sees you feeling. And until you learn to stop feeding that dynamic, she'll keep watching you burn for her amusement. So what do? You kill the reaction. You cut the emotional feedback loop. You become stoic, unmoved, calm. She sends a message. Cool. She disappears again. Whatever. You don't chase. You don't explain. You don't even flinch. You let her sit in silence, wondering how you're not breaking. And that silence, that's your power. When you control your emotions, you control the game. If you're done being her emotional puppet, if you're ready to stop handing her your power, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I control the storm within. Number 2. Stop replaying the hurt. She left. That's the reality. But what's killing you isn't the breakup, it's the replay button in your head. The late nights, the what-ifs, the highlight reels of all the good moments. You're not suffering from what she did, you're suffering from what you keep doing to yourself. You're stuck on a loop, and every time you press play, you rip the wound back open. But here's the part you need to hear. She's not watching that movie with you. She's not thinking about the beach trip, the inside jokes, the way she looked at you that one night. She's not stuck. You are. And every second you spend replaying the hurt is a second she's using to move on. A Stoic doesn't live in the past. A Stoic accepts what is, owns what can be changed, and lets the rest burn. What's done is done. She made her decision. You either build from the wreckage or you stay buried in it. You cannot heal while clinging to memories. You cannot move forward while dragging the ghost of her behind you. You've got to ask yourself, how many more nights are you going to spend staring at a phone that's not ringing? How many more times are you going to romanticize someone who left you like it was nothing? You're not in love. You're addicted to the pain, and it ends when you decide it ends. If you're done watching reruns of heartbreak, if you're ready to cut the cord and focus on the future, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, I am not my past. Number 3, she doesn't miss you, she misses control. You think she misses you, the way you held her, the way you looked at her like she was the only woman in the world. You tell yourself she's probably reminiscing, regretting, wishing she could take it all back. Nope. What she misses, if anything, is the control. The grip she had on your mind, the way your mood rose and fell based on her attention. She doesn't miss the love. She misses the power. And here's where dark psychology kicks in. People don't always come back because they love you. Sometimes they circle back just to check if you're still under their spell. They poke, they test, a hey message, a random story reply. Not because they want to rebuild anything, but because they want to see if you'll drop everything to chase them again. If you're still waiting, still checking your phone, still craving her validation, she wins. Because you've made her your god. And once someone knows you need them to feel whole, they'll never see you as an equal again. They'll keep you dangling, breadcrumbing you just enough to keep you hungry. So stop believing her silence means confusion. It means calculation. If she wanted to come back, she would. If she wanted you, she'd show up. But she doesn't miss you. She misses the version of you that broke himself trying to please her. You take the power back when you stop responding, when you stop caring, when you stop waiting for her to remember your worth, and instead start living like you never needed her to begin with. If you're done being a pawn in her ego game, if you're ready to reclaim your emotional independence, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, my peace is not up for negotiation. Number 4. Disappear with discipline. Stop announcing your exit. Stop posting cryptic quotes. Stop trying to make her notice you through your pain. That's not power, that's performance. And she sees right through it. You want to shake her? You want her to feel your absence like a void in her chest? Then disappear, completely and quietly. No warning, no drama, just gone. Because here's the truth. Silence is loud when it's coming from someone who used to care. When she doesn't get the angry texts, the desperate calls, the emotional outbursts she expected, she starts wondering, starts questioning. Wait, why isn't he reacting? Why hasn't he cracked? That silence will echo in her mind louder than any message you could send. This is where Stoicism and strategy intersect. Disappearing isn't about hiding. It's about elevating in private. You go dark not because you're defeated, but because you're in the shadows building something dangerous. You're next level. You're in the gym. You're grinding. You're learning. You're transforming. And when she finally realizes the version of you she walked away from no longer exists, it'll be too late. But discipline is key. No checking her stories, no just wondering how she's doing, no second chances. You're not playing hard to get, you're just done playing, because the man she thought she broke is now unreachable. If you're done performing pain and ready to build in silence, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My silence speaks louder than words. Number 5. Let the pain fuel the reinvention. You're hurt. Good. That means you feel, and pain, when harnessed, is the most powerful force a man can channel. The question is, what are you doing with it? Are you drowning in it? Or are you forging something new from it? The Stoics didn't run from pain, they used it. Every wound was a teacher, every loss a lesson, and every heartbreak an opportunity to build something stronger. So let me make this clear. You don't heal by sitting still. You heal by creating momentum, by turning agony into action. The gym isn't just a place to lift weights, it's a place to drop dead weight. The books aren't just words, they're weapons. The goals aren't just dreams, they're your escape route. You think she broke you? Nope. She exposed the parts of you that were unprepared, the emotional softness, the codependency, the lack of direction. She didn't destroy you. She revealed where the work needed to begin. And that work starts now. You don't need revenge. You need reinvention. The type of reinvention that makes people ask, who is this guy now? The kind of comeback that speaks for itself. No words, no flex, just results. You don't need to show her what she lost. You need to become someone so elevated she wouldn't even recognize what she once had. If you're done sulking and ready to rebuild from the wreckage, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My pain is my power. Number 6. Emotional mastery is power. She expects a reaction. She expects you to fold, rage, spiral, because if she can still trigger you, she still owns you. But the moment you stop reacting, that's the moment she starts losing grip. Emotional control isn't passive, it's power. It's dominance in the quietest form. You see, most men let their emotions run them. Anger turns to begging, sadness turns to drunk texts, loneliness turns into chasing what's already gone. But a Stoic man doesn't react, he responds. And sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. You need to understand this. Control over your emotions is control over your reality. When you stop letting her actions dictate your state of mind, she loses the ability to affect you. You shift from victim to commander. She posts a thirst trap? Cool. You don't even blink. She dates someone new? That's not your concern. She tries to bait you back in? No interest. Because your peace is no longer up for discussion. And here's what's wild. Emotional detachment creates attraction. Not because you're trying to play games, but because you've made it clear. You don't chase, you don't beg, and you don't break. That level of self-control isn't just rare, it's magnetic. And whether she admits it or not, she'll feel the difference. If you're done being pulled by emotions and ready to become unshakable, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. Calm is my superpower. Number 7. She'll come back when you don't need her. Here's the irony. The moment you no longer care if she comes back is the moment she starts thinking about it. When you stop checking her page, when you stop waiting for a message, when you finally feel indifferent instead of broken, that's when she feels the shift, and it messes with her. Because now the control is gone. Her grip? Gone. That predictable emotional supply? Gone. You see, it's not your love that she misses. It's the version of you that needed her. The man who orbited her world, who reacted, who waited, who made her feel important just by being obsessed. But when that version of you dies, So does her comfort. Here's what you do. You stop caring completely. You stop trying to get her attention. You stop caring if she's happy, sad, single, or dating someone new. You don't need closure. You don't need a second chance. You don't even need to be understood. Why? Because your mission has taken over. Your evolution became more important than her validation. And that's when she starts to feel it. The regret, the what-ifs, the curiosity. But by then, you won't even want her back. Because the man you've become, he's too focused, too elevated, too damn locked in to be dragged back into what he already outgrew. If you're done waiting and ready to make peace with moving on, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I've already outgrown the past. Number 8. Your value isn't determined by her opinion. She didn't leave because you weren't valuable. She left because she couldn't see it, and maybe you couldn't either. But that's the problem right there. You made her perception your mirror. You made her opinion your truth. And the moment you did that, you gave her the keys to your self-worth. Let me break this down. When you tie your value to one person's attention, you hand over your confidence on a silver platter. One cold text, you doubt yourself. One rejection, you question your worth. That's not love, that's dependency. And it's exactly what kills attraction and self-respect. A Stoic doesn't look outward for validation. He doesn't need applause to feel secure, because his value is rooted in who he is, not who approves of him. You have to decide right now, do you want to be admired or do you want to be free? Because freedom means not needing her to like you, miss you, or understand you. It means knowing who you are even when no one claps for it. She might have left. So what? That doesn't define your character, your potential, your purpose. One person's decision doesn't rewrite your identity. It only reveals where you gave too much power away. Take it back. Start moving like a man who knows what he brings to the table, even if no one's sitting there. Especially if no one's sitting there. If you're done letting someone else's opinion shape your self-worth, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My value is not up for debate. Number 9. Be so focused, she becomes irrelevant. Here's the truth. You don't get over her by waiting to feel better. You get over her by getting so locked into your purpose that she fades into the background. Not because you forced it, but because your life got so full, so forward-moving, that there's no room left for a ghost. Focus is your escape plan. It's your cure. It's your revenge. The more you pour into your mission, your fitness, your finances, your skills, your discipline, the less power she has over you. Why? Because you stop living in reaction to her and start living in alignment with you. Let her watch. Let her wonder why you haven't reached out. Let her see the quiet glow up. But don't make it about her. Don't post for her. Don't grind to prove a point. Do it because you finally realized your life was never supposed to orbit someone else. She was just a chapter, not the whole book. You know what kills regret faster than time? Purpose. A man on a mission doesn't chase. He doesn't wait. He builds. He sharpens. He evolves. You want peace? Get obsessed with your goals. You want clarity? Drown out the noise with action. Eventually, the same woman who once made you question yourself will be nothing more than a memory you don't even care to revisit. If you're done being distracted and ready to lock in on your next level, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My focus is my freedom. Number 10. You're not broken, you're becoming bulletproof. You keep telling yourself you're broken, like you lost something you'll never get back, like you're damaged now. Let me stop you right there. You're not broken, you're in the process of becoming bulletproof. This pain, It's not a death sentence, it's a transformation. This is the forge, the fire, the part where the weak version of you burns off and what's left is solid, unshakable, untouchable. You're not spiraling, you're shedding. The boy who needed her, the man who tolerated less, the version of you that begged, waited, hoped. All of that is dying, and good, let it. Because every heartbreak is a rite of passage, and now you're standing on the edge. You either fall back into who you were, or you rise into who you were meant to be. Strong, stoic, focused, and so far ahead that the past feels like a different lifetime. This isn't about her anymore. It never really was. This is about you. About becoming a man who doesn't flinch when people leave. A man whose power doesn't come from who he's with, but from who he is. So walk forward, cold, calm, clear. You're not healing to get her back. You're healing so that next time, no one has that kind of access to your peace again. If you're done mourning and ready to rise, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, "I am forged by fire." This has been Stoic Blessing, where heartbreak ends and power begins. See you in the next one.